Yo, it's your boy Black Trey from your network, bring you another one, man. So yeah, man, we here. We got a different agenda today. We going over Black Panther 2 and our thoughts on what we seen with this trailer coming out. Now, I don't know, man. From what I'm hearing, a lot of people are out on this. Me personally, from the MCU, Black Panther was one of my favorites coming in. Not the movie, the character himself. Like in Civil War and Infinity War probably are my two favorite movies coming out of the MCU. I wasn't the biggest comic book reader, so for me, I would have been a person who, you can probably market, and if you kept it dope, I would be one to stay down with your cause. But the thing I noticed with Disney, man, these guys, they just take advantage of like they'll get the customer, and once they think they got you, then they just move on and throw you to the side. And it's a shame, man, because it doesn't even make sense to me what they're doing, because the people who spend money on a product is the ones you're trying to push out. So here comes this Black Panther Wakanda Forever thing now. Now, when they announced, Chadwick Boseman died, I was like, damn, that means they're going to have some weird shit going on with this. And I'm just like, oh, man, let's see what they do. Because I know they're going to pull out some weird stuff, because the direction that they were going, whatever phase that just passed, that joint was garbage. Most of the movies that came out, Thor, the new joint was trash. Miss Marvel was trash. The She-Hulk joint they had coming out was trash. It's looking trash. Feminist lawyer. I don't even know what the hell they talking about, man. This gonna look crazy, but I'm definitely not watching that. Moon Knight, they made him look like an idiot, but a lot of my people said it was dope. I couldn't even stomach it. I got through the first episode. I was just like, I don't know. I may go back to it at some point. WandaVision, I did like. I did like it because I like the aesthetic, but the only time it seems that they put their best foot forward is when they're dealing with like one of the female characters, and that's a shame, man. You feel what I'm saying? What it started off with the Eternals, it was all about, every time they brought it up, it was all representation. And my only part about the Eternals that I like was the deaf chick. I don't remember her name. Like the CGI on her running fast was OD. So that was my, like it graphically, it looked pretty dope. Other than that, what they had, the Spider-Man was like decent. That was pretty good, but growing up on the Spider-Man cartoons, that didn't have nothing on it at all. But, I still respected it. I thought it was okay. But nothing has wowed me, man, since I think Infinity War was the last time, like, my heart was in my chest for a film, seeing that for the first time. But then I come in with this Wakanda Forever, and I'm just like, I gotta ask the question, man, because it's just in the back of my head. Why is everything that they do, you feel what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to the black man in, like, the MCU, they just, like, disregard him, throw him away, make him look stupid, or just have him non-existent. So you telling me that men was the ones who was buying these comics and spending money and all that? Because even when I go to the comic store, and like, I haven't really bought comics as of late, just because, like, Marvel's, man, they're destroying everything. And I love the X-Men, and I tried to get back into it once Jonathan Hickman came through, so I bought everything, and I'm reading it, and as I'm going through, there's just a certain point where I was just like, I can't stomach this no more. And especially once they kicked him to the curb, I was like, nah, y'all bringing in all this crazy stuff and agendas that I don't support, and y'all not getting my money no more. So pretty much from, I would say, it was like a year and a half, maybe like 2 years. I was copping everything. I had like every single comic, House of X, Powers of X, and all that. So now here goes this Black Panther 2 trailer, and I'm just like, all right, they did some weird thing where Chadwick Boseman dies, and then their response to that is that we're not even gonna put him in the next Black Panther movie. We're gonna make Shuri the next Black Panther, which is what it's looking like. I don't even understand this, man. Why not just recast the character, man? Every other character, you see mad Batmans, you see mad Supermans, they always recast them. Why the hell are you just gonna name it Black Panther and then not have Black Panther in it? Because even from all the comics, it was always my guy. And they didn't, and even when it was like other worlds, it was always T'Challa. So, like, all right, it would take some getting used to, but You feel what I'm saying? Like Black Panther 2, like it was okay. It was decent because he was the man in Civil War. He came in and he was beast when they kind of kept him a little bit mysterious. That would have been kind of dope if they never really explored the kind of. But I'm not even gonna get into that because you made your money off it and all that, and people thought it was okay. And then all these people came in when they dashikis and all that for a day, and world peace and whatever. It was corny to me, but I thought it was okay. I liked it. It was one of my the more liked movies in the MCU. And then I watched it a couple times, and then I kind of fell off. So the only ones to me right now that's stemming the test of time are Civil War, Infinity War, and Captain America: Winter Soldier. I think those have the dopest action. I think they really represented the characters. They had strong characters, and it was just like all out war and like good moves. And after I turn this off, I may go watch Civil War again. I may throw that on because that honestly, I think that's at the top for me. You know what I mean? I think that movie was like super dope. But they've never been able to repeat the formula. You know what I mean? Captain Marvel, trash. You know what I'm saying? Like what did they put out that was dope? Like super dope. Or you're just like, y'all got all this money and y'all don't like invest. Y'all invest in like stupid stuff. Like I didn't understand, man. They got the people with the money don't have the talent. And instead of like investing in like the dopest like screenwriters, or you see what anime and manga are doing right now, and they blowing it out the park with these original ideas. Like even if some of it's recycled, because they do a lot of animes and manga, they still like stay true to their characters. So they build these fan bases, and they don't, do a couple episodes or do a couple movies and then switch it up and change this character's mantle to make him a female, make this one this and that, and then take classic characters that you love and then change. It's just like, I'm just like, yo, I'm a Final Fantasy fan. If they did that with Final Fantasy and Cloud, I'd just be like, yo, come on, bro. I would be like really tight, and I would be like one of these raging lunatics online just going crazy. Like, what are y'all doing to my property? And even still, like, I'm still kind of wary of what Square Enix is doing with the new Final Fantasy remakes. But yeah, man, where's all the black guys in this, man? As you go through, let me go through the trailer now, and they do like a little tribute. So you see a shorty on the beach. Yeah, okay. She on the beach, they're all mourning T'Challa. So they say, so you know what I mean? So you're making bank off of my guy. So y'all gotta make sure before, if y'all even decide to bring back a new T'Challa, we're gonna make a Shuri first. They're gonna depend on to see what the reception on this is, whether people accept it or not. And I don't think they're gonna accept it because you see Dora Milaje. There's nothing but women. You don't see no guys in the trailer. Angela Bassett, Shuri. I don't remember the actress's name. Somebody pregnant. They having T'Challa's baby. The one thing that I can say at least is that at least it's a son. So one guy, and of course they get you got Namor here. So the white man, of course, is gonna be the villain of this. You got the Atlantis people. You know what I mean? So now it looks like they're going digging for vibranium in the water. Some African people, whatever. You know what I mean? It's of course, an American agency, white men. Shuri. It looks like Riri Williams that they're gonna be doing. And then it's just Wakanda. You see M'Baku. You know what I mean? But he's like the only guy you see in this whole thing. Everything else is females through the whole film. You know what I mean? Chadwick Boseman. Like, this doesn't even make any sense. And you see the white dude, the colonizer guy. But it's basically just Namor as the guy. And then you see the woman is the only ones fighting in this whole trailer. Like, it's freaking ridiculous. Oh, Namor. But on the side that you're supposed to be rooting for, only women, Dora Milaje. Like, really? They couldn't do anything in Infinity War, but all of a sudden they're the strongest. Like, come on, bro. Wakanda forever. You seen three men, and none of them were like looking like they were doing any of the fighting. Like, I don't know. I'm not spending money on this. That's for sure. I'll tell you that right now. I mean, there's gonna be people like Comic Explained and all that who they're like, oh man, look at these Easter eggs and all that. I don't give a shit about none of that, bro. All I want to see is, like, when I'm watching a Marvel movie, does it have some dope actions, the story dope? You know what I mean? Because at a certain time, things are going to go downhill. But, yeah, man, it's just like, it's getting to the point where I can't even stomach the MCU no more. I'm not watching any of their movies unless I hear firsthand that it's dope. And I don't trust a lot of sources. So if I'm not hearing that they do, like how people explain to me that the shows are dope, it goes against my value system anyway. So I'm not checking it out. So, oh yeah, this is that and the third. Well, was the main character bumbling idiot? Yeah, but they made up for it in the end. Now I'm not rocking it, B. Because anytime they do a female, they don't make the female look stupid and stumble her way through life. She's always the strongest, always the biggest, always the fastest, and all that. But then when it comes to the guys, they gotta go through all these trials and tribulations, and you know what I mean. A lot of times give their mantles away. It just doesn't make any sense to me, man. But you know, good thing. We gonna see, man. Good thing, I mean, just on my end, you know what I mean, they're not getting none of my money. So anytime I see something that deserves my money, that's when they get my bread. But other than that, yeah, man, I'm gonna see what they do with X-Men, because I definitely don't like how they character assassinated Spider-Man and just made him a freaking weirdo. But it is what it is, man. Yeah, I mean, at least they brought in the classic original Tobey Maguire joint, which even still, his version was kind of goofy still. But, you know, it was closer than the BS that they're giving us with these. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. I'm going to see what they do with the X-Men stuff, you know, because in Miss Marvel, apparently, they, you know, they played the mutant music. She's one of the first mutants, and why does Miss Marvel, Miss Marvel? Yeah. Why does she get to be the first mutant when X-Men originated it? Like, what the hell's taking out so long? Y'all got all these agendas that y'all need to push out first, and then once, you know what I mean, y'all run that into the ground, y'all saving it so that then you could, you know what I mean, bring these characters in to the X-Men, you know what I mean, and run that through the ground. So we gonna see, because I'm sure y'all got a plan for that, but y'all need to run these characters into the ground first. And it's a shame, man, because the superhero genre used to be dope, and now it's just like, it's watered down. Like, everything they're doing is a female character, and not that nobody cares about female characters, but you're just pushing the guys to the side. Y'all talk about representation, but you're just like not representing anybody who's going to see these films. I'm a black man. Where's the dope black man that they're coming out with? Where are the dope black men in MCU? I don't understand. I don't know. Where are they? Like, this is ridiculous. But it is what it is, man. Y'all not getting no more of my money. And I suggest, you know what I mean, if anybody else is deciding, like, don't let them make $400 million. Don't let them make $300 million in opening weekend. Like, don't go see the film, bro, until they decide to fix their act. If you keep supporting the film, they're gonna keep making this garbage, and I'm not supporting it. So they're not getting no more of my bread. I watch that bootleg, and I say that online. Hey, straight up, I'll watch it bootleg before I spend any money, or just wait for it on like Disney Plus with somebody logging. Sorry, I'm not doing it. So it is what it is. Y'all could watch it if you want, spend your money, but I work too hard to give money to people that don't respect, you know, my dollar. So until they do, which Disney never does, because you see where their priorities are and the stuff they want to support, you know what I mean, and I ain't with none of that, so it's all good. So it is what it is, man. But where's all the black, you know, representation in the MCU right now? I mean, it's BS, bro. And they said they was gonna do this, so can't be mad. But yeah, you also can't be mad when I don't spend no money for y'all. So whatever, I'm out, man. Just a little different type of video. I wanted to just let y'all know my thoughts. Holla at me, bro. We out.